Going on, everybody? This will be the last garden update until the middle of August, and the reason being is because one, I got some things to take care of, and it's gonna pretty much consume a good month and a half, and two, this gardening season hasn't been that good. With the dry weather that we had for almost 2 weeks and some I guess like some indiscrepancies with the planting method with some plants, some didn't do as well as I thought it would do. The tomatoes, for instance, is a really good example. You can see the blossom end rot on some of the tomatoes that's up here. I don't know if there's any more, but there's a lot more tomatoes on this plant, but it's not doing too good. So I'm gonna try to see what I can do to remedy this issue. The beans that I had planted in 3 of the tubs didn't germinate at all. I think the seeds that I ended up getting were too old, so they didn't do much of anything. Although I do have a good amount of peppers on some of the plants. There's a few on this one. There's more on this particular container than any other container, and there's a bigger one right there. And the other container has some peppers on it. So the only crop of vegetables is doing pretty good so far is the peppers, not so much the tomatoes, and I'll show you when we get out into the plot. Because of the dry weather that we had for a couple of weeks, the tomato plants in the plot haven't been doing too good, and I think it's also the fertilizer I used, which was sardines and blood meal. Not to say that the tomato plants don't have tomatoes on them. They do. But I have a feeling that every tomato that's going to be showing up on the plant is going to be pretty much like this tomato right here, which has blossom end rot. Yeah. So it might be quite a bad year for me for tomatoes. The cucumbers are doing okay. The only thing about it is family members come and they pick the ripe ones and they leave me with the hardened, discolored ones that you see here. But there are some new ones coming, like this one. And these. And there's one right there. So, not to say that all hope is lost. It seems like my peppers and cucumbers might actually give me something for this year. So that's pretty much it for now. I might post a video that has nothing to do with gardening, so be on the lookout for that. If you like what you see, leave a like. Questions, comments, leave it in the comment section. That's it for now. Happy gardening.